You're watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Stories from the pioneers of skateboarding about the history and the fun of the sport we love.
Hey, thanks for doing our last show, and here we are doing it again, and I'm excited about it, and I don't know where we're going, but apparently Ed's got some pictures and stuff, and you're comfortable, we ready to roll?
No fucking idea if I got them all, but...
Well,
Ed, start the show.
Wait, hold on. What, Clyde?
Hold on a minute.
See? Wait, the fuck? Oh.
What was that? Hey, magic interruption. There you go.
Want to know any secrets?
Clyde doesn't look the same.
You want to know any secrets about him before he comes back?
No, absolutely not. I've looked at his picture enough.
Kind of interesting.
Is he a better surfer or a motorcycle rider?
I have been on a surfboard with him, and it's absolutely exhilarating. And I've only seen videos of him motorcycling. So,
okay.
And I'm not getting on the back of that.
That's a good idea. Have you seen him with long hair?
I've never saw him. I always saw him with the hair he has now.
Oh.
This hair.
Oh, there we go.
Now you know.
Yay!
okay, Phil, I'm ready for you.
There you go. Hey, welcome to old age. You wear a helmet all the time. People are falling down. My mother-in-law, 100 years old, 2 days ago, fell down, bleeding everywhere. She should have had a helmet on.
All right, I agree. Helmet's a good thing, and it not only maybe even padded
I'm
clothing.
still living in the late 70s and early 80s. So
that looks good on you. That looks good on you, Ed. Come on, George.
Ed's
George has got too many of these.
Power company.
He's got a bunch.
All right, there he goes. All right,
RE Solar coming at you.
Hey, Barry Zaritsky said, if the helmet's not strapped, it's no good. You're all strapped in. That's good.
I'm cheating. I actually have mine loose enough to where I could just take it off.
No, you got to leave it on. We got to get a picture with all of us with it on.
Yeah. And then not only that, Phil, yeah, I'm not a good example with that one. I don't strap my my motorcycle helmet either, because it's too much.
I don't want to be part of a story in the future. So
it's too much trouble getting it on. I take it on and off every time we stop. I pull my helmet off, and then I put it back.
I want to hand it to Barry Zaritsky, safety and skateboarding, late 70s.
Yeah, don't tell
People
Barry.
had helmets and pads, but if it wasn't strapped on, the thing flew off right at the wrong moment. All right, there we go. Photo op.
Yeah, I mean, George had to step it up.
Cone head.
Stepped it up, that bugger.
What is that, a Tupperware thing you wear? What is that?
No, that's Devo.
That's an officially licensed Devo hat.
Yeah.
One of 5 million officially licensed.
Exactly. Which I didn't pay for. So kind of like a Clyde slide.
So it's like a merchandising thing? Or give us a background on that, because people 100 years from now won't know anything about that one.
There was a band called Devo.
Yeah.
And there was
Devo used to wear these hats back in the 70s or early 80s, and they became a thing. So one of my admins, our marketing assistant, bought this for me for my birthday or something about 10 years ago.
And you kept it 10 years.
Oh yeah, nice. Everyone should have a Devo hat. I went and saw the B-52s in Devo Hollywood Bowl last November.
Wow.
And yeah, of course, I wish I had the Devo hat, but I did
You
have.
need to have a Skateboarding Bros helmet now.
Why
don't you get this fucking show started? We have some fun.
Hello, welcome to episode 71 with Clyde Rodgers and Kawhi, George and Slow, and Mr. Comedian down there in Sarasota, Phil Chiocchio. So welcome to the show, part 2 with Clyde coming to us.
Thank you guys. I'm stoked to see y'all.
We're doing helmet identification, the Pro Tech And Clyde, what helmet is that?
I don't know. ProTech, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's a
and
180.
and Devo
That's
and the
right.
red and the
Thank you,
power
Shannon
company.
Kent.
Oh, wait a minute, that's kind of like a Bones logo on there. Ed,
Well, it
what is
is.
that?
It goes with my. See, I podcast for Powell.
Well, I podcast for I
Bottom
podcast
line, everybody should have a helmet.
sports
And
for
Barry Zaritsky used to say, if it's not strapped on, it's not doing you any good.
Why do I keep
But,
thinking of something
I
else
think
like
the
you and
Devo
Brennan?
helmet's fine there. It's good.
Yeah.
You
So
and
we got
Brennan.
some pictures to look at tonight, Ed. What are we doing?
Well, in a minute, we're going to do that. We're going to kind of see how Clyde's doing this evening, and then try to find where we were the last time, which I think was silhouette on the third wall. You were doing like a frontside grind or something. And
Oh,
let me
nice.
see if I can find that, and then we'll put it up for you guys
So
to look.
Clyde, it's the middle of the afternoon for Clyde. You finish your morning surf and then take a little nap and then.
Not today. No, I didn't. I didn't surf and I didn't nap. I did some chores. I had some stuff backing up. I cut some what do you call it? Some banana trees the other day, and it was all over the yard. And so I cleaned all that up this morning.
Did you
And
harvest a clump of bananas?
yeah, I had
Because
to.
you got to cut the banana tree down. Once you harvest a clump of bananas, you got to cut that tree down.
True that, true that. What I went a step further, Phil, and I underbrush. I keep my banana patch underbrushed. You know, in other words, I keep the leaves, they start turning brown, they start falling. So
Oh
I'll
yeah,
get it
yeah.
in there and I clean them all up. The whole patch looks really nice.
I am also a banana grower. I have two clumps ready. I have one I'm ready to cut, and the other is now forming. And it's like that. What was that damn show with the dentist where the mouth of the thing would open up? Mayberry or Morbury or something. It looks like a banana is purple. The end of the thing's purple on Clocksdale like that. It's strangest thing.
Little shop of horrors.
Yeah, little shop of horrors.
Yeah, I was gonna say
What do you
something
want from me, blood?
Tyrannosaurus Rex, yeah.
I harvested my onions today
Nice.
and some tomatoes. So
All right.
I have Walla Walla onions. They're fucking giant. They're like a softball.
Wow.
After we finish this, I'm going downstairs to make salsa for like 2 hours. So
Right.
there's your
Love
there's
homemade.
your Christmas presents.
Well, not to get off the skateboarding subject, but I take my bananas and I
Are we
got
on
this
the
sign. I
skateboarding
put it
subject?
out front of my yard, and it says "Free bananas ripening now." And I put some poster board down, and then I put little clumps of bananas down, and people loving it. They tell me they make them banana bread and all this kind of crap. I give them away. It's a fun thing to grow. Takes up some space, but it's fun to grow. Congratulations.
Feel that. We have chickens. So if you don't protect the bananas, the chickens will fly up there and eat them, and you certainly can't put them on the ground around the patch for people to.
There you go.
Fly up and eat your bananas.
Yeah, they did.
Wait,
You hate bananas? They said, Ed?
I hate when they fly up and eat my banana. It's a bummer.
Bada boom.
I was
Yeah.
on Princeville, and I paid $12 for a hot dog after 9 holes. This golf course is near where Clyde lives, by the way, and it costs a fortune to play it. George is familiar with how much Hawaiian golf courses cost, and it had this sign saying, really hard to read, you know, like, watch out, the free range chickens don't put your food down. And I'm like, yeah,
Right.
set it on the cart, go hit my tee shot, look back, and there goes a chicken into the woods with my $12 hot dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're right there at the 10th hole. They're right there at the turn.
They know what's going on.
And speaking
Hey,
of
Okay,
that's good though.
stuff.
That's
speaking of
fine.
the morning surf, speaking of the morning surf, George is
I remember roller skating on some golf course greens. That was good stuff. That was nice firm work. We could roller skate. I didn't skateboard them. I could have skateboarded them, but it was like it was a cool place to go. It was like you know, it was not fast, but it was fun.
Clyde,
There-
turn your volume up. Can you turn
You're
your
in
volume
Princeville?
up?
Oh,
Who?
volume up.
Clyde,
Yeah.
I'll turn mine down because I don't think
Okay,
you
so
want
you
to hear
can't
me.
hear me. Okay, I might have to go to my technician.
That's
Where's
you're.
volume?
Are we okay?
Technician.
So
It sounds
you
good.
had your morning surf session. You were starting to say you didn't have
Yeah,
a
morning
session
after
yet.
morning. Yeah, during morning, before morning surf session, if you leave your door open to your vehicle, you might find a chicken in there when you go back to it. So you
That's
got to,
nice. That's good.
yeah,
Hey,
they're searching for food. Back to that. Yes.
do they end up on the menu at the golf course?
Some people hunt chicken. Yeah, I knew some people that were visiting from Alaska, and they would. I actually know how to clean a chicken now because of it. They would put a hot dog on the end of a hook, a hot dog on a small hook, and cast over by the chicken, just like fishing. And they'd hook up a chicken, reel him in, bring him over, slice his neck, hang him upside down, let him bleed for some hours, and then they would knife them between the legs and literally just turn them inside out, skin them inside out, and then they would cook the darn chicken, man. I seen them do it. Yeah.
Sounds like my neighbors used to do that with squirrel.
Yeah, probably same anything, I guess, all the way on up to
You get pigs over there? You got the wild hogs?
um yes, yes. Yeah. Sorry, Ed.
All right.
Okay, sorry to interrupt with skateboarding, but what the fuck?
Oh yeah. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
Okay.
I can
All
hear
right.
you now.
Okay.
What's this?
I'll speak clearly. Those
Well,
are those
I hate
those
to,
are,
interrupt the
those are
wildlife, tips on Hawaii. I don't think they really want you to go. You might find out that some Hawaiians owned that chicken, and he was the grandmaster of all chickens, and not a chicken at all. It's a
There's
rooster.
chickens fucking
well,
everywhere over there.
there is that, Ed. There is that. There are chickens you don't want to mess with. Yes, they're usually, but they're in a pen or they have a leash on their ankle.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be like the biggest insult of all. If you were a big ass chicken, they put you a
yeah,
leash on.
yeah.
That's
The meaner you are, the tighter the leash they got on you. Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
hate that. I hate that.
So
So we
you
were
can
somewhere around
look,
this.
let's look at this photo and you can see the grip tape here. You can just see how thick it is and it's grabbing onto his feet. This
Yep.
is this is definitely pizza deck. You can just tell.
Yep. I can't
Oh,
see it well, but I did go through a pizza deck stage. I remember. Yes.
What year you think? 79, 80?
Early
I think pizza
77.
deck was pretty early. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I think it was short-lived. Obviously when they started making grip, it was better than the pizza grip. So it had to have been before that, really, you know,
Wow.
before the
Yeah.
good grip. And so, yeah,
yeah,
probably.
this is before Norcons, so or before the before Protex. So you look at the pads there. So that's all strap-on Norcons, and then you got the bad company wrist guards.
Yeah.
But you got a Protect, and it's strapped in. I can see it. Okay, Barry. There you
Good.
go.
That's
It's
probably
not coming
because,
off.
yeah,
We'll have to
Barry.
get a seal of approval to
Man, you
start.
got the wrist guards, the elbow pad, knee pad,
Well,
everything. You don't have ankle guards on.
well, if you remember, I broke my wrist when I was 13, my first break, 13 in California on that half pipe there. Utopia, I think. Was that right, George? Utopia.
Skatopia. Yep. Skatopia with
Skatopia.
the brick wall or the concrete wall. Yep.
Yep. And so I learned quickly about breaking wrists. Yep.
Yes.
And speaking of, I even had the good one, boy. I'm holding my wrist and Charlie Gonzalez says, "You okay?" And I said, "Oh, I think I broke my wrist." And we looked down and there's blood coming out from underneath the other hand. And so, yeah, the bone was sticking out.
Oh, compound fracture.
It
Gnarly.
was
Compound
not,
fracture.
yeah. Yeah, I saw it. Compound fracture, white bone, white as it could be, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that
Hey,
at
Gary,
home,
I
kid.
need some volume control. Do we need a little volume control?
I think you're okay.
I can
Yeah, I
turn it
think
up to
it's
here.
I think it's good.
Okay. Up here. Oh,
You
okay.
don't hear wrist fractures as
Is
much
that too loud
as
now, or is
back in
that
the day
No,
we
you're
did.
good. That's good.
okay? Yeah, wrist fracture back in the day. I had a full cast just for a wrist break, full
Yep.
cast all the way up to here.
You have to
And,
isolate one joint above, one joint below.
and I had this guy going on too, and so everybody was like, "Oh, okay, Clyde."
It's because of sports, modern
Oh,
medicine
sorry, this is a long
progressing.
time ago. Okay, so sorry. Don't mean to offend anyone.
I can put a background screen.
Anyhow, okay, so some surf pics.
Yes. I like how it seems to be a family affair out there. Do you know all the people that are on the waves with you?
Yes, probably so. I'm a people person, so I talk to everybody, and typically, I'm also usually morning or evening, and so you have your specific crew that is also morning or evening, and so we all get to talking to each other. Yeah, and so usually you know everybody. Yeah.
So, a question, is this Hanalei?
Um,
Or can you tell me without killing me?
I can. It is okay. I can tell. Yes, mostly just because I remember the pictures. The one with the stand-up paddleboarder behind me is a place called Middles. It's in the middle of Hanalei Bay. I often call it Middles Kiki. It's kind of like Waikiki where it can break out pretty far. And when it's small, it'll just roll and roll and roll like it is there. When it's big, it's really mean. The other two shots are Hanalei Bay. That's a right point break like Rincon or Malibu, that kind of wave. Um, and yeah, it's really special too. It's really special. They're both really special waves. Yeah. That's pretty much the only place I surf anymore, mostly just because of my choice of boards. I ride all really big boards now, and they're open ocean waves, so you're not going to hit any reef, any rock headlands, anything like that.
So, Clyde, you've been following these surf parks that are getting built all over the place. Have you ever thought about riding them?
Um, um, I am following them. Yeah, they're really amazing. I mean, Slater's pool is still the by far the best, I think, as far as your overall ride goes, your overall wave, maybe even choice of boards because it's longer and more open. So you could probably get away with a bigger board at Slater's pool and still get tubed.
So isn't
Those
Slater's only a right though?
No, his is also a left. Yeah, it totally
So
has the
okay, so it breaks out. Okay.
yeah, they completely turn it around, George. And you can
Nice.
go right or left, same wave. The left is they're a little bit different, but they're basically the same wave. Yes, amazing. Amazing. That's the best wave pool ever. Still, if you ask me, I've never
About
been.
three
But
hours from my house.
and then there's a whole bunch of new ones with a kind of a different approach to more like training. They're more like training pools in a way.
Right.
Quicker waves, more probably more volume and quicker. Yeah, and they're looking really good. I have to say they're looking really good. We do have some kids here, some young adults, young surfers that are trying to follow the circuit from Kauai, and they go to those wave pool events. I've heard a couple of them talk about them, and shoots. It's pretty cool. It's a great technology. Yeah. And great
Uh,
being able to bring surfing, to more people, especially inland people. Not only surfing, but just water in general, right? It gets them in the water.
I
Yeah.
went to the Rosenthal Marine Science Department at the University of Miami, which I am an alumni of. And I says, can we build something offshore that creates more waves? And they said, sure. Someday maybe we will.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. I would love to see more of that. I mean, you could build reefs all over the place and turn, mediocre areas into some really good surf. Yep, definitely.
The waves are coming in. They just
Yeah.
do something with them.
Yeah, yeah, you could totally shape a bottom for sure that would produce a wave when the swell came. Yeah.
And it wouldn't, I don't think it would hurt the native environment at all, but it would certainly be fun.
Well,
Yeah.
this
Clyde,
is a good this
type
will
of
be a
board?
good subject to discuss in our next episode. The surfing
Okay.
industry goes viral.
That's
Those-
right.
Yeah,
Those nuts. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm just
But yeah, let's go on with skateboarding. Oh, that's not skate. This is how every skateboarder that I know that has gotten broken off super hard has not been on skateboards. It's always been on motorcycles.
Oh,
Destroyed his shoulder. Stevie Cab broke his fib. Donnie Meyer just destroyed everything. Motorcycles
on
fucking
bikes?
kill. But
well, no.
is that a trials bike? Do you
That's
do
a trials
trials?
bike.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
these are
trials
trials.
isn't as bad as motocross.
Yeah, right. You're right. Okay, so couple things. Motocross, right? You're trying to go higher and faster every lap. Okay,
Yeah.
so eventually, you're going to crash a lot, and
Yep.
you're going higher, faster. So even with gear on, you have a potential of getting hurt. I'm strictly trails. Trails. We just ride in the trails. It's beautiful terrain we have here on Kauai. All over the nation, they're finding, and but on Kauai we have it too. And so getting out in the woods is really special. And on our motorcycles, whether it's a regular dirt bike or our trials bikes, it allows us to get all over the place. And then you get, then you learn it and you start having fun with it. And it's special. I actually didn't grow up riding. I only started riding here on the island, but we've been religious at it for probably almost 30 years
Wow.
now. So we're pretty much riders now. I've been on the trials bike for probably half of that time. So I've been on that for a long time. That blue bike there is the bike I had last. About probably 3 years ago, I bought the red bike in the back of the truck. That's a Montesa. So I went from the the blue bike and the gas 2-stroke, and the red bike is a Montesa 4-stroke.
Yeah.
And man, they're both amazing bikes. I really personally like the 4-stroke now because our conditions are usually wet, so it's usually really challenging. And what I find with the 4-stroke is that it goes straighter. When you give it gas,
you got more torque, right? You got more torque.
Way more torque, low end torque, big time. Yeah. So
do you ever catch air with these bikes?
Yeah, but it's a different kind of air. We're not hitting jumps. We're hitting roots and rocks and maybe sand formations that you can bank off of. So you're doing smaller technical kind of air.
You're not going 40 feet in the air and getting hurt when you come down.
Right. You do crash. We crash. Oh my God, we crash, and it's like there's like a laughing crash. Your buddy crashes and rolls down the hill, and then the bike rolls down and lands on him, and you can't help but laugh your ass off.
Fun.
Yeah. So there's a lot of crashing, but we're not going very fast. Yeah.
But you impale into a tree, it becomes memorable.
Well, I've done that. I've done that lots.
The last time I was out riding,
I've been knocked out cold more than I would like to mention. But I've so far so good. Yeah.
The last time I was out riding, I went slightly off the trail.
Okay.
And my right handlebar caught a branch, which collapsed the brake and sent me right over the handlebars onto the trail, hitting my head, and that was ugly. But
that's what I mean by
it's all adventurous.
That's what I mean by
the life of adventure. That's skateboarding, surfing, biking, fall down. It's all good.
That's the
That was,
face. It's like, fuck yeah, that was fun.
yeah, that was just this last Sunday. Yeah, the same here. This last Sunday. Yeah.
So is it always, oh, this is after you rode, because usually it's spotlessly clean.
No, that's before. It is spotless and clean. What do you mean? What do you see there? There's no mud on that bike or those boots. See how clean the boots
There's no wood on that bike. He's calling you
are?
out, kid.
That's before. Yeah. And it's been muddy lately. It's been terrible. Here,
Come on,
move
man.
on. That picture. Get rid of that picture. There you go. There's a good picture.
Yeah, who are these guys? Is these guys the local gang?
Yeah, that's the next generation. No, those are my grandkids. The two on the
Oh,
end.
wow.
Two boys on the end, the yellow shorts and the camo pants. Yellow shorts is Oliver, and the camo pants is Dean. And they
Shout
come
out
from
to Oliver and Dean. Woo!
Yep,
Are they
yep.
gonna be part of the wolf pack?
No, probably
Good.
probably not.
Oh,
Yeah, the
that's-
wolf pack. That's old news. Well, I shouldn't call it old news. I better not say it's old news.
So
Yeah,
have you,
exactly. Never mind. Sorry about it.
have you shown them a skateboard yet?
Love you, Eddie.
Oliver has a skateboard. Dean doesn't know that he's got one coming yet. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Dean, let me give you a real quick. Dean is named after Heidi's dad. Dean, cute as a button. And Heidi's the baby mama. There you go. Or no, excuse me, the grandmama.
That's
Okay.
important to know the
The
difference.
grandmama. Yeah. And there's
There's all
Dave.
kinds of stuff.
This is kind of what I wanted to do. I sent Ed a bunch of pictures and I send them other people because I get so excited looking at the other guys,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like I was looking at the Ollie book today. Oh my God, man. I mean, everybody ripped. I was telling Ed that there's this picture of Dan Murray just shrouding the coping on this poor pool. And, and then Alan, he's like floating and he looks like never wants to come down. It's like, he's so in the moment. I love it. And then this shot of Dave, a friend sent me this just the other day. I guess I don't do Facebooks, but so people send me pictures from Facebook all the time. And
That's 8 foot wide, no flat bottom.
And
Yeah,
that right
yeah,
there is
yeah.
the 10-foot high
Gnarly there.
rim.
that's that ramp. I told you about that ramp. That's Dave. That's in his backyard. And it was right. You're right, George. Good eye. No flat bottom, man. They just a semicircle. And
Well, there's the basketball rim.
the basketball ramp. Everything was in the way. I think the kitchen slider window was right, on our left. He's noticing that. Yeah, it's unreal. And of course, everyone was pushing their luck back then. It looks like he's got a lot of pads on too. From this.
That's scary
Throwing
stuff,
nails
man.
sticking up. That's all.
Could be those two. Yeah, could be. Anyhow.
Good shot. That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can get back to where we were.
Let's see that Ollie book too. Oh man, that's a great book.
Hey,
Great
George, can you sing some Devo while we're waiting for Ed to get a picture here?
Too late.
We'll do that on post-production.
Yeah. We'll do it live.
DEVO.
We'll do it live.
Speaking of Devo, we need Kelly Lynn on this show.
Yeah.
Be nice to have Kelly.
Yeah.
So hopefully one day.
I'll call him up.
Yeah. I have my people call his people.
He doesn't need an introduction. He's probably he's good.
He's got plenty of followers. He's got more people watching him than watching us.
Yeah, no, they're having a ball, man. They're having a great time. I follow him, and he has his Saturday night skate thing going on, and got a good crew.
Kid crushes it.
Man, they do. Yeah,
The
they
little,
do.
The little man
Oh, the
crushes
kid, yeah.
it.
Yeah. Darn it.
Smooth.
Yeah.
So you went to the Nude Bowl. How'd you like it?
Oh man, what a highlight. That's a life. I'm stoked. I would have never thought I would go to that. I really never thought about going. That's not.
Do we have a picture of that?
That was our style back then, pools.
Can
But
I
yeah.
not get this
so far from us, right? It's just ridiculous. Anyway, I happened to be in Palm Springs, and this person says, "Hey, you want to go to the New Bowl? I know how
Oh,
to get there." And I
this was
said,
for the Elgato thing.
"Yeah, from the Elgato, yep."
No shit, that's awesome.
So I went, and there was some water in the bottom, but I skated around it. Um, so I only did some just carving around it, but it was, yeah, that was,
On the right-hand side.
you know what? That's a miniature highlight right there, life highlight for sure. I'll have to admit that was, and
Wow.
this was just before they did that. Not just before, but a year before they just did a shoe thing for Vans. They painted it, and then I just saw a picture of it just the other day. It's actually pink now. Pink. The whole pool is pink.
How was the surface?
And
Was
it's
it
really
okay?
rough. I was just gonna say it's really bad. I mean, it's really bad. Of course, I had hard wheels at the time. This is before the skate I have now, which I put some softer wheels on. And I'm a
So
cougar.
you were
So hard
coming right
wheels.
from Eddie's from Elgato events to skating this. So that must have been a weird transition.
You know what? No, no. Um, I went to this after later on
Yeah.
the Eddies. I spent a year going back and forth to Palm Springs, Palm Desert, excuse me, Palm Desert. And so I was skating yes, Eddie's Park, La Quinta, a whole bunch. And then the person I was staying with said, I know where this pool is. And so she took me to this pool. And
Nice.
we had to track it down a little bit, but then we found it. And it's actually easy to find. If you know how to get there, it's easy to find, but I'm not going to say anything.
Thank you. Yeah.
Was
I
this
got a
some
picture.
motel pool?
Got a picture of
Where was this?
In the
Oh,
desert.
it's remote. Yeah, it is, Phil. It's like, yeah, it's off
So
the highway in the desert, up the
Somebody
hill,
just built it
up
in the middle of the desert?
no, it
four-wheel
used to be a
driving.
nudist, Phil. It used to be a nudist colony.
Yeah,
Ah, all
Yeah,
right.
and that's
I'm
why it's
there.
called the
70.
Nude Bowl. All of the
Ah,
other
I'm
buildings
there.
are gone. But
Yeah.
yeah, it used to be super remote. Now society is creeping in on it.
So
Yeah, you're right. There's a
you
neighborhood.
skated in the
There's a
nude.
neighborhood down at the bottom of it. There's a neighborhood. Yeah.
They buried it once. It got
Uh,
fully buried, and people dug it out with
Cool.
fucking
Good
shovels,
for them.
and wheelbarrows.
Well,
So
you know what?
cannot be stopped.
That pool should be protected, should be a national monument. And right at this moment, it totally reminds me of Oaks Pool because it's rough.
Oh, wow.
It's totally local, It's
It should
anybody
be a
can skate
new
it.
bro
Anyone
bowl.
can skate it, but I bet there's a local following, and it's rough, and it's a great experience.
Can we set up a GoFundMe to buy the thing and set it up as a state park?
I'm stoked to have gotten to go skate.
Talk to Eddie about that.
And
So
you have
tell
about
us
my
about
shirt. You see my shirt? See my shirt I got on?
I
Yeah,
saw
I
that.
like it.
Not today. The McGill shirt.
Yeah, is that like an original McGill there? I don't.
No, this right here.
No.
It's
Oh,
a-
you
That's
know
the
what?
same. It's the same helmet too.
Yeah. It's the only helmet I've owned since 1978.
Wow, that's great.
I mean, it's not from 78. I just, didn't skate for a while. So, and I bought this. I started skate that La Quinta, that El Gato beginning of skating. I went to Florida and crashed Kelly's pool party was my debut back into skating. And
Nice.
it was a major embarrassment, humbling experience. But so I've been skating since to try to rebound to at least represent.
So tell us about that. Tell us about that yellowfin.
Yellowfin tuna. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I go fishing with my son is a great fisherman here on the island, and that one there is actually not too long ago. We probably caught that last summer. Last summer.
That's gorgeous. So do you share that with your neighbors and such, or does that go in the freezer?
Late last summer. You know, it goes, yeah, it goes all over. It goes all over. Sometimes you get to share, you always share your first fish, right? That's not my first ahi, but my first ahi was also caught with my son, and that was a Father's Day 3 or 4 years ago. And fish, yes, George, that went to all the neighbors and friends. Since then, you know, the captain, who no matter who he is, they get the fish, right? They get to decide what they do with the fish. And
Okay.
so sometimes you get fillets, and then sometimes they sell the whole fish. So,
Right.
you know, I don't remember what happened with that fish, but we probably cut it up. I think we cut that fish up and ate them. Yeah.
That is a
I've been
gorgeous
I've been
fish.
full. I have eaten fish. I've eaten that fish, not that one, but ahi the last 5 days straight.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's a good
Sashimi,
diet.
seared, pokied. I mean, I was getting ready to do ahi burritos tonight, but I apparently have other plans, which is fine.
Okay.
So I froze what little bit of ahi I had for tonight for ahi burritos tomorrow night.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Are
Yeah,
you,
no, we
is
get
the,
to eat well. Yeah.
is the Clyde slide coming back? Or are we just putting the graphite one?
Yeah, I see the carbon fiber one there. I you know, I don't know if it's coming back or not, to be honest with you, but I think there is a place for people like me, you know, that don't want to hook up, that want to skate, but don't want to like
Hang up. Hang up.
a safety thing. I'd have to I'd have to say it's a safety issue still. If someone was interested in just, you know,
Hey, the design should continue for the enjoyment. And if
I'm gonna
that
play
works,
with
do
I'm gonna
it.
play with downsizing it. I'm gonna play with a smaller piece of carbon. I mean, a smaller
Ah.
piece of PVC, and maybe some carbon. Yep, I like the carbon a lot. It's really just a labor of love at this point. Yeah.
Or they could just ride Veriflex connection trucks, which don't hang up.
Yeah, you could.
Which Dennis, after Kelly Lynn slammed in at Whittier, that's what Dennis Martinez said, which was very uncool. But anyway,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
here we go.
So-
Oh, look at that. There we go with the pizza deck again.
Yep. Yep. I
Shredding your
remember that
shoes.
skateboard. I actually like that skateboard. That's a lot of skateboard there, as you can see. Yeah. I liked it. And the layback, I love the layback, you know. And speaking of the layback, you know, we definitely all need to throw it down a prayer for Mr. J. Smith.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's certainly the layback king ever.
he could stretch it out.
Yeah.
No,
So
there's
I had to
no,
think
no
about that
doubt.
this week. And then of course that leads me back to front side, just front side layback, front side grinds, Dan Murray's front side, George
Look at
Wilson's
that
front side
coping.
grind.
That's fucking gnarly coping. It sticks out like 3 inches.
Yeah, yeah. Oaks Pool had a solid coping for sure. Yeah.
I like the shoes.
So anyway, back to the front side real quick, just back to surfing. Surfing and front side, they just go hand in hand. That's what I was trying to point out. Yeah. Back in the day, you know, you see all those pictures of those guys
Is
doing
that is that a death box you're doing that over?
No, that's a Markel sticker, I think.
This looks like, so is this deep end or is it
You know what?
where it's
You know what,
halfway through?
I don't think we might have had a death box on that pool, but
That doesn't look like a sticker.
Yeah, it looks like a sticker.
I think it's a Markel sticker.
Yeah,
Boy.
Yeah. Look, it looks just like the sticker on the board.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a sticker. I don't think we had a death
And
box
that-
on that.
That's a make. That's a make.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, yeah.
I felt like I had a mean layback. I loved the front side layback. Oh my God. Yeah, I think that's why I just went off on that rant about front side, because that is definitely a favorite.
Feet
Yeah.
are on, boards in position, center of
Yeah.
gravity is good. That's a make.
All right,
Nothing
George,
is
I like
freaking out about that.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay. There's Honolulu Bay. Honolulu Bay. um, when it's good, obviously. And I remember this swell. I think we had 4 days, 4 straight days of just really good waves, and man, I remember catching a lot of really good waves that
It was
swell.
like an offshore wind blowing the tops off there. I'd really
Oh yeah,
build the wave up like that. That's
yeah.
cool.
That's a big day. That's a big wave, Phil. That's an 11-foot surfboard.
Yeah, nice.
And that's just dropping in, so there's more down below behind that white water. There's certainly more down the line, it's not just right there. That wave stretches out a couple hundred yards.
Yeah.
So
So
it's pretty.
are you working with a shaper, or how do you get your boards?
Yeah, no. When I first moved here to Kauai, I helped Bill Hamilton build boards. That was a fun era. And so I had some nice boards built then, and they were guns. We called them rhino chasers. Guns are big wave boards, surfboards, and so they're long and narrow.
Yeah, it looks long.
Yeah, and but no, I've really never had, other than Charlie Baldwin when in the '80s was my surfboard sponsor, that he gave me boards, but ever since then I've had to buy all my surfboards. And
You're buying off the shelf?
no, I always had them built, and then I
Okay.
would do the rest of the work. Yeah, yeah.
That's where I was going to. So you have
Okay.
your specific shape you want.
Yes, that I do. I ride kind of different boards than most people. I'm all about speed and paddling, I like to be up and out of the water. I like to get in early, and so
I-
my
I'm,
boards are
I'm
typically
curious,
longer and more
what
fluid.
was the geography under the wave on the ground that makes the wave, and how wide was that wave? Was it like a 50-yard wave that, and could it have been bigger because of
Way longer.
geography?
Way longer.
Well, that wave is a great. That is a you know, that's a terrible wave. Nobody needs to come.
The Honolulu Bay
You don't want to
sucks.
come out to Hawaii to go
Oh,
surfing.
there's sharks, there's
You don't
locals.
want nobody to be there, but that could be replicated and made into a wonderful
AI.
thing.
It's all AI. Exactly. You got it. Yeah.
I'm all into AI now. I love that stuff. That's great.
I bet. That cartoon you put together, Phil, is classic, man.
Thank you.
So okay, so
Trying
Ed
to
asked,
hold on, I'm trying to get you there where you need to be, Clyde. Sorry
I
about
love
this,
them all.
folks.
I love them all. Go through them. I don't care.
No,
Of
there we
course,
go.
other people have to look at them.
There's
Oh,
the surfboard.
yeah. Okay. So there's a surfboard. We'll talk about that real quick. Look, see how big that board is? It's huge. I love it.
Yeah.
That board, man. That riding that board. Most people think, oh, 1 foot, you can catch anything. Well, try riding that thing on a 20-foot face.
Hey.
Holy crap, man. Now all of a sudden you have a bull. You're riding a bull. Absolutely. But the reward is insane. All that long rail with all that energy coming through it, and it's quite a ride. It's really something. I love
And
it.
there's you on a little Charlie Baldwin in the
And
middle there.
that would be
Look at
early '80s. Charlie Baldwin. Yes, thank you. CB surfboards, early '80s. That's also a favorite pick. That's maybe even one of my favorites. And that's just throwing a big layback carve.
NSB.
There was a small time when we were going from a layback to the Bertlemann arm, the left arm in the water, and
Yeah.
and so that's a bit of both right there. I remember that. That was really a lot of a special time too, right there. That was with the Hotline wetsuits and Charlie Baldwin surfboard. So that back there, Phil, was sponsorship right there. Yeah.
What year was that?
They were good. They were good. They were really good to me. When I look back, remember, George, last time I mentioned being in our own little bubble. Oh
Yep.
man, when I look back, what a selfish brat, goodness gracious. Sorry. Thank you guys, CB.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
We didn't know. Yeah, those are fun. And then the motorcycling one is now. That's where I live, and that's a special trail. My buddy Gator from also from Ponce Inlet, Florida. Um, we cut this trail. We used to just go across the river, probably a few hundred yards down the river, and once in a while you'd see the waterfall coming down from upriver, and we cut the trail to the waterfall, and then right across the bottom of the waterfall to the other side. And and that was probably 10 years ago or more, 15 years ago, the trail cutting, but we still use it today. That
Yeah.
trail, yeah, it's
That's
beautiful,
awesome.
super
Yeah.
beautiful trail. Yeah,
It's all national park type stuff, or
it's all forest reserve, Yeah,
And they support you doing this?
yeah. Of
Whoops.
course, of course they do. Of course they do.
Of course they do.
What's that wildlife group that you know? Oh, you squashed a snail. You can't ride here anymore. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, no, we're lucky. We're
We
lucky.
gotta have snail passages underneath, like turtle walkways under the railroad track.
Yeah,
Shit like that.
we built them some for sure.
all right, we're
Yeah.
gonna go back. All right.
All right.
So this is the picture. The middle picture is the picture. And I've messed around with it a little bit. I couldn't see anything. I'm blind.
Yeah.
So I messed around with it a little bit so we could see
Well,
where he was.
you
And
know,
then
it's funny that you chose all of those because those are all kind of the color of the picture, really. Like the one in the
that's a
middle.
Markel sticker right there.
That's
Don't listen to me.
one of those, like today, they have the shark swimming through the wave, right? That's the
Oh,
AI.
Yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah.
orcas. Yeah, that's the cool thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, those colors are everything it can be. Yeah, those are cool. I like that actually.
Good, good. So this was the first time I'd seen Clyde since, before the internet. And this is '07. And
Okay.
this down here. This
Oh, I
is
see. Okay, I'm up there in the right corner. Is that me up there in the
and
right corner?
Charlie, you got
Yeah.
you, and then Charlie's right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pat and Mike McGill and Miss Narducci.
Wow.
The,
Wow.
the funny part, so I remember that's so afterwards we were all trying to skate and Clyde comes up and he's like, dude, I haven't worn shoes in like 10 years. I can't fit into shoes, so I can't skateboard. That was so hilarious. Like, I don't know what to do, man.
That's
We didn't
probably
own
true.
any shoes. But
Yeah.
Oh, we have Sean Petty in this picture.
Get your cursor going around so we can see who you're talking about.
Well, that's Sean Petty, Jim McCall, Paul Schmidt, I believe, Hunter Jocelyn, Alan Gelfand,
Wow.
Tim Scruggs,
Tim Payne, that's Payne with the cursor on him.
right?
Right.
You got
Like
Peggy,
Walker's behind McCall.
Mark.
Is that Peggy Turner down front?
Yeah, that's Peggy.
Mark Layton, Greg Mashide.
And then Jeannie. Yeah.
Yep.
Jeannie. Yep.
Pat, and then Dan Murray, Mike McGill, and then these two clowns from Daytona. That's Lagana, I think, up there.
Yeah, there's Carlo. Yep.
I don't know who that is, but
Am I behind somebody's arm in the back?
Uh-huh.
Right there. No, to the right. Up there.
Right.
Is that my forehead?
could be, yes. I know that everybody had to pee because we were like sequestered and everybody was drinking beer.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It was
True.
that was the Surf Expo in Orlando, January '07.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that too. That was
Steve Marinac started all this mess.
all right.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
Charlie and Clyde.
Those guys, anybody that's helping perpetuate this fun or this whole, how would you call it? all these people, they're all superheroes. They are. It's good that they're shown and appreciated.
It's
Yeah.
a brotherhood, man.
Yeah. Oh boy, look at that.
That was when we got to Oasis. This is back out of the truck.
Yeah,
That's
that's Oasis, and that's
Oh.
Steve Cathy in the background. That's Steve Cathy's truck.
Yep. Yep.
Kelly's there somewhere. I don't know if that's him,
Yep.
but
We skated Oasis. That was cool. That was really cool. Yeah. Oh, nice.
so we're into the bonus.
There's
This
some
is the
class
bonus before today's dump, is what we're
Wait a
going to
minute, this is a bonus, Ed?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
We have
You
Mike.
know what?
Clyde's-
It is a bonus.
Bill's got
It's a
Clyde's
bonus.
slide there on his
I was
first
gonna say,
picture in
yeah,
Skateboard
right.
magazine.
Yeah, it is a bonus because I mean, yeah, for me to see these guys using the slide is really cool. It's
Oh,
really,
yeah.
blows me away. It blows me away that, what's the guy's name down there in our lower right is
That's Hackett.
Hackett.
So-
Yeah, Hackett.
Hackett
Yeah.
was the highest placing Dogtowner. Actually, not even dog. He must be an honorary Dogtowner, but he was actually from down south. But he was riding for Alva there, so he was the highest placing real pool rider in this event. This is the Dogtown Pro that I
Okay.
think Elgato won or Andrecht won, but
Wow.
he was the highest placed like OG that came through. And yeah, here he is. He's riding the
Right.
Clyde slide.
All right, George. Good one.
And Phil, there's an amazing picture of Hackett. Same thing, frontside grind with the slide with the Devo hat on.
I need to see it.
That's
Really?
right. With a
Remember,
Devo
George?
suit on. That's right. With
The whole
the
suit.
yellow suit,
The
the
whole
radiation suit.
The hat, doing a grind, beautiful picture. Yeah. So that picture and that one of Mike on the plexiglass has always been a favorite. The one with the orange board, I never saw that until just recently. That's cool.
That's Rainbow Wave is where that's at.
Rainbow Wave. Okay. And
Yeah,
is
I
that
think that was used in his Who's Hot.
okay? All right. I think I remember that. Actually, now you mention it.
But look at Hackett. He's got the little, he's got the tail block on,
Yeah.
copers
Oh, yeah.
and rails. That fucking board must have weighed 20 pounds.
Well, weight's not a bad thing, George. You keep talking about weight, and maybe if you're wanting to pop those little pops everyone does nowadays, that's a good thing, light. But weight transmits into momentum, momentum and
That's right.
is speed, and then speed is maneuverability. So if you can keep your speed up, weight's not a bad thing. Yeah.
That's true. That's
Very
true.
good. Good
Very
point.
good point.
Somebody that rides a
The
35
academic
40
world there. That's good.
Yeah, and then Ed up there, I think that's Ed. Yeah, of course I know that's Ed.
where is Ed at? Ed is.
We had a great time. That was a great time at the Skateboard Hall of Fame. Yeah, great time. Good seats.
2025. Well,
Now, that was a couple months ago.
Because at the
There's
Devo-
Hackett. Yeah, there it is.
2026.
You got to share your.
No, this is on the iPad. Let's not try to confuse the issue.
Yeah, that's.
yeah, I can't
But
see.
there's
it.
the Hackett picture with the radiation suit on.
Oh, I couldn't make that
It
out.
was a different suit. It wasn't just the red hat. It was different.
Okay.
You can find it easily by searching David Hackett with the Devo hat on. That's how we did that. But
Okay.
yeah, that was
Take a look at McGill in the lower left.
Yeah.
What's that sticker on the front of his helmet? Is that a Basin sticker?
I don't know.
I think there's a Powell sticker there. Powell Peralta. That's the shape of anyway.
I don't know. He
Uh,
he whined about Abrasion Basin. So
I like the way he painted his Clyde slide though. That's pretty cool.
well,
pretty
the
cool.
thing is, this is a small window.
You sure that's not? Speaking of painting it, well, I'm sure it's not. But Kelly Lynn was the master of design, right? Making
Yeah.
this skateboard everything match really nice and cool, and he did look good. Yeah, yeah.
He had always had the steez.
Yeah. And then that's me standing there with the gear on. Back to gear,
Oh, where'd you go?
George. You know, the thing about motorcycling is we do wear all the gear and it helps a lot. You know, you're pretty much strapped
Oh, yeah.
in from the knee. You got knee braces, knee pads, shin guards, boots, pants, helmet, backpack, gloves, all that stuff. Some people even wear chest protectors. So there's some favorites. You know, there's some favorites. Peter Townend. You know, I actually being from the surf world, we all respect Peter Townend with his contributions to surfing. He brought
PT
in
was the first world champion.
first world champion.
The
No,
first so it's ASP, what was it way back then? This is probably 77. But
okay,
he always,
maybe that kind of world champion. You know, competitive competition. They
yes.
did bring in. They brought in they
Bronze
brought in the
Aussies.
bronze Aussies. Yeah, they brought in the fact that we could have professional surfing. You know, that
Yes.
made that popular.
So when there's
The
a
first
big,
world
there's
champions go all the way back to the longboard era, all the way back to the 60s, you know.
there was a big to do. Well, PT always, because Tosh was on top of the world for a while in skateboarding, and
All right.
PT was always like, "Oh, well, he's got to remember I was the first world champion, so I'll always have that over him," or to that effect. It was just
Uh,
father son bullshit. But it was
IPS,
so I like that.
ASP.
maybe on paper he's first. You know what I mean? Once they
Give him
when
a call. He'll tell you exactly all about it. I was world champion.
well,
Oh,
he could be right. They could be right. You know, I mean, yes,
he,
he's
well,
champion at one point. Yes, absolutely.
yes. He
Who's
will
Well,
tell
it's
that
you
like
that.
if
picture on the right with Paul Schmidt in the middle? It says Wally. Is that in a way?
It is.
That is, yeah, yeah. If I
Oh,
was to
in a
meet
way,
him,
it's pool service. That was such a big deal. I was like,
yeah,
the sticker, the Innoways pool service sticker was like everywhere.
that was a good one.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
IPS actually stands for improper sex.
anyways, pool service, but thank you for that.
No, that's what Fulmer told me that. Fulmer came up with that one. IPS, improper sex.
We probably all needed one of those stickers at one point.
Yeah.
And so,
So
yeah,
I was happy to introduce you to these guys. The
yeah, I
town.
was going to say meeting Inouye is special. You know, I've always looked up to him. Like you're saying, Phil, his you know, his sticker and his style and was we all, you know, his magazine coverage. Yeah, it was
I
pretty
don't know
cool.
if he was a commercial company or what, but he just captured the imagination of the
Yeah, yeah.
skateboarding magazine era.
So I got to sit down, as you see, and with him and Professor. Professor's always fun. You know, he's
Oh
good
yeah,
about, you know,
oh,
making
yeah.
us all feel
He's the
special.
best.
God, I wish I was there. Oh,
That's
that's
it.
right.
Yeah, you were
That
there.
looks like the
I
Hilton.
took all the
Hilton in
pictures.
Costa Mesa.
Yes.
And then, oh, I thought that was George that said that. You said that, Ed? Yeah,
No, no, wait. I mean, yeah, I don't know. We're talking all over the place. So
gotcha.
this, yeah, the breakfast or whatever that was with Paul was at the Hilton, right
Yes.
there,
Yep.
close to
I think that was late. Yeah, this was later. This was dinner.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're
Yeah.
trying to find a
Yeah.
non-air conditioned,
Yeah, it was too cold,
night.
right? Where you
Yeah.
sat, it was freezing. Yeah. Yeah.
So Paul went around and
Update,
scouted.
update me on who Clyde Singleton is.
He
Clyde
is
Singleton.
one of the most influential skaters of the most recent decade. He was
Street skater, Phil. Street skater.
phenomenal
Oh, okay.
skater. Nice guy. I met him
I'm
in North
old, you
Carolina,
know.
and I
Yeah.
didn't even know. I mean, full disclosure, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know hardly who any of these young guys are. And Clyde has gone and got himself a podcast. He's got, I don't know, couple 100,000, half a million viewers. He's
Holy shit.
more in touch with today's skating, and hopefully he'll get more involved with the executive branch, the committee, the Skateboard Hall of Fame, the Florida one, and help us a little bit with social media game. And I think we've got a great committee and a great vision for where we need to go. But we need more publicity, and I think he would be a great person to help us. So
Right
hopefully,
on.
All right.
so it was great to get Clyde and Clyde together.
Yeah, I
Impressive.
like. Yeah, I just like his name. That's about it.
First name or last name, Clyde?
Singleton's pretty cool too. Actually, I have to give credit for that one too. Yeah.
I got
No,
to punch out, gentlemen.
All
I
right.
got work to do.
All
Love you
right,
guys.
brother. Hang
Clyde,
tight.
always good to see you.
This George,
Good luck.
good.
All right.
This whole show has been fun. This is a little different avenue we've taken on this episode, and this has been great because, Clyde, you're such a great athlete from that era, and you continue to this day to adapt and move to different sports. Are you going to do wheelchair racing or something in the future? What's your next step?
You know, I don't want to go that. I don't want to think that far ahead. Yeah.
George, tell her we love her, and
Hopefully they'll have.
we'll be in touch.
Hopefully
brother.
they'll have knee operations figured out by then. Yep. That's what I'm hoping for.
A
So,
knee
who is this?
operation?
Clyde, who's this?
That's Jeannie Narducci, Oaks Pool.
Look at
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
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 I mean, to charge
That's
over something that this looks like you just did it. It's still wet.
Yeah, that's in the yeah, that's early stages of Oaks Pool right there, man. And look at those skateboards, they're a classic. Not only was I looking at her skateboard, but like you look at those guys in the shallow end of Oaks Pool. Yeah, right there. Look at those
Yeah.
skateboards.
Ah,
Classic. Yeah. I mean, they're look at that.
Yeah.
Wood and
Early
tiny
scary
trucks.
days.
Bennett's, maybe Bennett Pros.
Minutes, yeah. So we're riding. That's what they're riding there, which is just, oh my God, I don't know how it
Well,
was
look
done,
at her.
but we did.
Look at her here. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
Jeannie. Yeah, that's vert, and then she's got to come back down over the kink. See the kink?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was early days of knowing about transitions. We mud packed that up, but not the down.
Ah,
So yeah, that's those early days. Eventually, Phil, we did pack the transition all the way around, which of course made nicer transition. But man, that was rough. It was a rough.
yeah, it looks it. But
Man,
you
it
got to hand it to the brewers and all these manufacturers, these people that put these molds together to build trucks. There was no such thing as a skateboard truck. And all of a
Right.
sudden they're putting these things together. More power to them. They probably lost their butts doing it. Hopefully they made a fortune. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's technology moving forward right there.
Probably just Tractor and Independent made any money. Yeah.
So nice
that-
shoes here. Is this you, Clyde?
Yeah, on the brewer, that's me. Those are super early days. That would have been like that back to that 13 years old, probably.
Is that Skateboard City?
Hanging out with Charlie Gonzalez.
right?
That's Moon Forest.
Moon Forest. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely.
Moon Forest, and that's a big board. That's a long board. Brewer had a long board back then, and Charlie owned it, and that's me riding Charlie's longboard. Yeah, that's
And
kind of a thing.
you're wearing
kind of a
Converse? Does it look like Converse there?
Yeah,
Those are Converse. Don't want to slip. Don't want to slide. Wear the shoes with the star on the side.
There you go. Aha! You didn't just make that up. That's old.
That is really, really old. All right, so we have a flashback.
Okay.
We have the people named.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
I'm
I have
actually-
this right.
okay.
So I don't know who Mike Zitty is.
Mike Smitty. I know Mike Smitty. Mike Smitty. Where's Smitty at? Oh, okay. You're looking at that one over there. Mike Zitty. Okay, Mike Zitty is not Zitty, it's Smitty. SMSMITTY.
And send that to our Department of Corrections and fix that.
And I just want to note on Mike Smitty. That guy, he was an artist. Okay, he was one of those artists that did little pin. He could do all kinds of stuff, but he would like what, dots? He would turn dots into art.
Stippling.
Excuse me?
Stippling. It's all right.
Stippling. Okay, stippling. And not only that, but he would do art like how to explain it? That um almost back then like 3D art.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, he was amazing artist. I don't know where he's at anymore, but Mike Smitty was a close friend at that time, and he lived in my neighborhood, and I would pedal my bicycle over to his
We
place. I
need to
think,
bring him on the show for our new art contest.
yeah, you'd have to look him up. I have no idea where he's at, Mike
The
Smitty.
internet makes
Oh,
things
oh,
happen.
I know one thing story about Mike Smitty. So
Yeah.
this was back when the bear truck would pull up to whatever retail he's going to, and Mike Smitty jumped in the back of the bear truck and jumped out with a case of beer and took off. Yeah, it was one of those guys.
You're my hero.
Yay.
Anyway, and then
That's the start of NASCAR, wasn't it? When they used to do moonshine through the woods and stuff.
oh yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right, actually. Yeah.
Well, what they would do to get the point on, I know a little bit about NASCAR and moonshine.
All
So
right.
they would make the weekend runs from the mountains in North Carolina down to Atlanta or wherever, in Nashville or whatever. And then they would come back and count their money and talk about what a great time they had and how fast they made it to there and back. And then they started arguing about who did it. So they started racing on their own just for fun. And
Right.
then people wanted to come watch them, and that's how it started.
So you think Mike Smitty started the beer run stuff and caused all that phenomenon?
Yeah, he's probably petrified.
Yeah, it's definitely his fault. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Drank the
You want to
clear.
clear it all up.
Yeah, good job, Mike. Good job. There
Yeah.
actually there might have been, I think there was already, yeah, no, he didn't start it because there was already NASCAR before
Yeah.
us. There's NASCAR before us. Yep.
So
Yeah.
Robert couldn't decide whether this was Chief or Jimmy in the middle here.
Yeah, that's not Chief.
Okay. Could it
Well,
be Odom? Could be Odom.
I mean, you do have no, there's Chief. He's got Chief right there in the middle. Oh, sorry. I was looking at your cursor. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
The other cursor. Yeah, that is Chief right in the middle. Yes.
Okay. So I'll
That's
take
Jeff.
Odom's off there.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah.
In the copy that we send to the Smithsonian, I'll
All right.
remove the erroneous.
Dog, you got Sea Dog there for sure. Photo. And I call Photo's Robert Huffam. His nickname was Photo Fro. See how he's got an afro?
Yeah.
And he took all the pictures, so we called him Photo Fro.
That's nice.
That's his nickname, Photo Fro. Yeah.
A fro. Not much of a fro these days.
No, yeah.
But he's helped the the Florida Skateboard Hall of Fame out a couple of times with supplying his work and stuff. We really appreciate it. Shout out to Robert.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah.
He takes pictures of other things too, and he's really good at
These are real pioneers here from that picture. Narducci and Kelly and Charlie. That's
Yep.
great stuff.
Yeah, no, that picture down there, yeah, on that lower right is insane. That's yeah.
This one Robert didn't remember at all. The black
Where
and
it
white.
is. Oh, gotcha. How about where it is? Any idea of where it is?
He thought it was in the Markel Pro Shop.
I don't know if there was such a thing as a Markel Pro Shop. It
So
looks
then
like
he was wrong if that was
it
what
looks
he
like
said.
maybe I thought about this the other day actually. Moon Forest. Maybe Moon Forest had that.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
It looks like they just opened a box of free stuff, is what it looked like.
They got some shirts on a hanger back there.
Well, you got a bit of everything there too. You got your Logan Earthski, your Santa Cruz there. You got your
Alba.
Alvas, yeah, and Sims, and so yeah, I would guess it's probably. I don't remember the picture, but it
But
must.
that's a big deal to have those boards because that was so new. Nobody
Yeah.
had anything like that. These are classic good boards right now.
So it had to have been Moon Forest Pro
I
Shop.
would, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
And this is before Alva went wide. So this is 77, maybe 70,
Yeah,
77 probably.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's before the internet.
Cool. That's
Before
cool.
their internet thing.
And you're right. Whoever said that's a good lineup. That was a great lineup of skaters right there.
Well,
You
no
know,
doubt, no doubt.
our area. Yep. And
So
then
this is what happens when you dump a bunch of stuff on me. I make doubles.
and that's fun. That's just where I live right there. I'm very lucky, very lucky. You know, got great friends, great family, great place to live and to explore and to be athletic, Phil, you know?
You
That's
know,
good. Motion is medicine.
Yeah, yeah,
the trees in the distance behind the wave.
yeah.
That's that's a unique geography to Honolulu that you can be looking out to sea and see land. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, we're in a bay. We're in a bay, so that's the other side of the bay. It looks closer, but it's the other side of the bay, and um, those are pines, not ironwood. That's a different kind of pine. They're like the Christmas tree pine, I think they call them.
okay.
The Douglas fir, the
Mm,
fir tree, maybe.
It's not
no,
a
I
I
think
don't
it's Christmas pine. They call those. They look like giant Christmas trees. Yeah,
know.
as you can see there.
all right.
And then
Now,
this is kind of cool. I remember that one on the left, the Clyde interview. That was an interview on Skate Rider magazine.
All
I think
right.
it's kind of comical to read it. Um, there you go. I didn't even blow it up myself. Surfing, skateboarding, Kelly
Tampa
Lynn.
Championships.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that must have been at Skate Wave,
What do you see?
right? Down
Lower
here.
left, Tampa Championship.
Okay.
First in banks, first in speed run, first in freestyle, and first overall.
Oh my God, I must have made that up. Yeah.
Well, this must have been the same contest that Clyde, George, and I went to. St. Pete, was it on the pier? The
You know
con
what? I think it was.
So
Yep.
that's the one that had a ramp. You went down
Yeah.
a ramp and then you had like 10 or 12 cones in front of you.
Yep.
And I had a hard time negotiating the ramp from on the ramp to off the ramp. So I
Yeah.
was kind of SOL, and some people were pushing all the way up to the first cone. And I
Yeah.
was like, I can't do this. But it was a good place to start.
God, I remember that. It was out in the middle of the road, huh? Yep.
Yeah, if you used to be able to loop around the end. Now they've rechanged the whole thing. So, but
Slide the picture to the left a little bit because he's at CR. He's answering the question. There,
so
equipment you prefer, and then definitely Road
I,
Rider. Move that over, Lois, so we can read that.
I
There was
can't
like
move it. It's part of the
ah,
picture.
oh, there, right there. New equipment has helped me 100%. And my favorite boards are Brewer and Road Rider wheels. So that's pretty cool.
Jesus, that's old. That might be before. Is that before 77?
Yeah, well, I would think
Oh,
77.
yeah. What are your plans and goals for 78?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, there you go.
Professional skateboarder and to skate with the
Yeah.
hottest skaters in the world.
Little did I know it will only last 2 more years, 2.5, 3 more years. Yeah.
That's only 50 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, we were lucky. We were lucky. I still feel very grateful. Yeah. And
Good.
this is our local park. Me skateboarding there that's our local Kapa'a park, our
Nice.
own park we have here on Kauai. And it's not bad. It's fun. It's easy, it's easy. And,
Throwing up a grind here and there.
I have a routine. I go there every Thursday on my way to have lunch. I go into town to have lunch with my daughter and grandkids, and I go by the skate park first. And any time now, it's going to be time for me to actually pick up the kids from school. They're going to preschool now, and so I'll be picking them up and taking them to the skate park on the way to
Nice.
lunch. Yep. The evolution of being a grandpa, right? Or a parent. Yep. Yeah.
Very
And
Well,
then
this
cool.
is the same thing I blew up, but
yeah,
um,
that picture. The reason I sent you that picture right there, Ed, the skate rider picture, is because Professor, when I was out in California recently and I visited Professor, and he was showing me all the skate rider magazines. He thought he had all of them. And I said, well, I was on the first cover and he didn't have that one. And so
Oh,
I have it at home for sure. And I did find it. And then I kind of let that fall by the wayside. And then I was just looking at through the Ollie book this morning, and that was in the Ollie book. And so I sent it to Professor.
So that was the cover.
That was the very first cover of Skate Rider magazine right
all
there.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at
That's
that price
cool.
doll
Was
on
it a
that.
dollar? That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was Phil, that was the double-sided magazine. Wave Rider was on one side and the Skate Rider was on the other.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
So,
Right.
so you
literally,
were on the first one.
yep.
I was on the last one. I was in the first one where the skate rider cover went inside.
Oh,
So I got
oh,
the cover of Skate Rider, but not the cover.
gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you gonna? It's around here somewhere.
Fun.
What year was that, Ed? Do you remember? Was that later? Like,
79.
yeah, yeah. Because if you scroll that back up or open that back up, you see there where it says they're talking to the Griffin guys, them right there, and they say that's 70.
79.
Yeah,
Yeah,
79. Yeah.
yeah,
Whereas mine picture was 76, as you
yeah.
see
Oh,
there.
wow.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
I,
And
You're
so,
old.
and so
I
let's
just
see the
recently
Fighter
went
Bowl.
out in California. A friend of mine has that issue, and he gave it to me. He's been holding on to it since forever,
Uh-huh.
and so now I have both.
Gotcha.
One that's ragged out, and so that's Jimbo right there, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
So Jimbo Skiles,
Yeah.
Oh, and Griffin.
that's Griffin.
Now,
Who's this?
I won't point any fingers, but if y'all remember the story I shared with you about the Spider Bowl,
Yes.
well, the guy right there, Gunnar Griffin, I think he was the one that set it up.
Ah, I gotcha.
Yeah. I won't say any more. I don't
No,
know
no.
anything. I don't know anything. I just know what I saw. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Hey, I
So
gotta roll. This has been fun, Clyde. You
what
guys
time
can
is it?
keep it going if you want, but I gotta run. And what a wonderful journey down history lane for
Yeah.
multiple sports. It's cool because it's all adventure, and I'm all about adventure, and the world
Yeah.
should be more adventurous. So
Well,
you're a leader. You're a
speaking
leader,
of
Clyde.
Phil, speaking of Phil, Ed was bragging about you, speaking of adventure, and says that you like to jump out of planes. And I was sharing with him that I don't even want to get on the roof. So,
Well, I don't jump off the roof too much since I was about 8, and I did that. But
yeah,
no, I've done a lot of skydiving, and I've been very fortunate with that. So
that's cool.
it's an adventurous sport, so it's
I
good.
bet. Yeah. Well, good for you on that. That's really cool. Yeah,
All right.
I like that one. Yeah.
See yous.
I
All
don't
right,
do it.
Phil.
Pretty impressive. Yeah.
Have a good night, brother.
All right.
Thanks.
Well,
See you,
aloha.
Clyde. We'll do this again, huh? This is
Right.
fun.
Thanks for the helmet.
All right.
I feel safer for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have a good night, Phil.
Right
Perfect.
on.
Look at the timing. There's
Oh,
there's Phil.
ah,
Well, I mean, we could come back, but we're gonna have to have more stuff. Let's see right quick here.
all right.
See, we're right there. We're at the end anyway.
Okay. Well, you and I can close it out.
Yeah,
That's
let's just
that's
go back.
Phil. That's another. I was again back to we're looking through the book this morning. I spotted that shot of Phil and thought he would appreciate it. Yeah, and so I sent that through right there. Phil, the guy we were just also on with,
Phil
and then
Chiocchio.
yeah, Phil Key. Yeah.
CHIOCHIO.
Wow, that's pretty
And
amazing. And he owned one of the best skate parks in Florida,
yeah,
and photographer and skydiver, and yeah, they're pretty impressive.
yeah,
And
they came out and did all that research, right? When they were out there at Oasis, they weren't out there to film you. They were
Oh,
out there looking at parks,
oh.
and they were
I thought he
they
was
did
only
a lot of work. And
head.
I've got video and still footage that shows the building of the park, and at some point that will become public. And
Wow.
and it's amazing. And if you saw the amount of work and what the layout was gonna be before the rains hit the pool, they also hit the trough. A lot of things, the wettest winter on record, all kinds of problems they had. And it was still an amazing park. But yeah, they did a lot of work on that. It was not a get rich quick scheme. It turned out to be the inverse, but it was amazing. So where were
Wow.
you here, Clyde, with your El Gato board?
That's the Vans skate park in California. Um, um, Huntington, I
So
believe.
isn't that weird? They had a a combi pool inside somewhere in a building, or the Vans in a mall or somewhere, and
Maybe
they
that was at the, you and I went to that was the Vans Center that they had the Hall of Fame at. And maybe that's where they had it. I wasn't part of that, so I don't know at all.
yeah,
Uh,
and the combi bowl that was there, I took this picture by the way, um, is reversed.
yes.
They have the
Yeah.
round on the left and the square on the right. And at the original, it's inverse is true. I don't skate and do aerials over corners and stuff, so I have no idea how to give input. But
Well,
you,
I've been there in the past. I went to a Skateboard Hall of Fame 4 years ago, and I got to skate with Mike and some of his friends at that pool,
oh
and
wow,
they were blowing it up. They were blowing it up. Me, I'm just cruising around the bottom, but they were blowing it up. So it is really cool to watch. And speaking of that, I also back to the Eddie Elgato Classic, has a similar kind of pool. And oh my God, yeah, like you're saying, using all the hips and using the way the pools are laid out is really cool to watch. They do that nowadays.
and
Yeah.
if somebody steals your board and they find it, they have they have a
Well,
way to get it back to you.
that's exactly it. I might lay it around and forget it. We're not 30 anymore. I do forget things. And so I put my phone number on them. It kind of comes from a surfboard. I have a couple surfboards that I loan out, and so I put my name and phone number on them in case they lay them around. People can call you and tell you where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hawaii
guess that does happen.
Hawaiian style, people call you and tell you, "Hey, your board's laying around over here." Yeah, and
Yeah,
then,
that's
yeah,
that's a
and
nice
that
thing for them.
Kelly. There's another picture of Kelly there. I spotted that this morning too in the Ollie book, and it's just I thought it was a great picture, man. Just it's a that's the Tampa Bowl, right? Tampa
Clearwater half pipe, Clearwater
Clearwater half
Pro.
pipe. So
Yeah.
coming into that's what I meant. Coming into that like that is that's pretty big, man. That's a nice move. You
Yeah,
know,
and I mean it's relatively easy to go and get to this point. It's what he faces afterwards.
yeah,
So when he
coming out of
comes
it.
down, he's got a lot of speed and not a lot of options.
Yeah,
But if anybody can pull it off, it'd be Kelly.
yeah. He probably went from there to the plexiglass and was way up there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's I cannot
I,
believe how dirty that board is for him to
I
ride
liked
it.
I liked that picture. Yeah. I thought that was a good one. Yeah, that's not typical of Kelly having a board that is in a little disarray. You're right.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, on top of the fact that he just beat you again,
Yeah.
he looks better than you. You know,
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what that sticker is.
Yeah, that's okay.
I wonder if it's a
Kelly.
Kelly
Yeah.
Lynn sticker.
That I know that sticker. That's Pool Ply Design by Kelly Lynn, is what that says. Pool Ply Design is around the black, and then the Kelly Lynn is right there in the middle. Yeah.
Is
We
that?
all had we all had
Oh,
that.
okay.
I had one. I had one. Sea Dog had one. what was the three of us, right? Sea Dog, Kelly, and I. We all had the pool ply designed by Markel. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Or by Kelly Lynn or Clyde Slide or Sea Dog Messner. Yeah.
So this is just a killer shot. So I just stretched it and messed with the
Yeah.
colors.
Well, that's what it is. It's a speed blur layback. Yep, for sure. And
To
that
get
is
that
a
laid back on a 3 foot wave is
yeah.
that much
Well,
speed too. I mean, was there a little pocket? It's New Smyrna.
yes, New Smyrna. That is New Smyrna. I believe Pat Altez took the shot, a great photographer, and that's some good looking wave really for New Smyrna. You know, that's a good solid 3 or 4 foot wave. Um, so lots of performance to be had to do on that.
Yeah, it's
That
funny. There's nobody else out. That's weird.
well,
That
that's probably yeah. There's I'm sure there's people out, but it's not like today. You know, today is nuts for sure. It was crowded back then, you know, but you know, back then I don't remember like New Smyrna Beach now is known for all the sharks. You know, they got sharks everywhere now, and we didn't have that problem back then. No,
well, they were there. There just wasn't as much.
nah, they got them. They were there, yes, of course, but now for some reason they're almost like it's almost like a breeding ground. They come in certain times and they're all the way to the shoreline. People are walking around them. You know, there's pictures, photos of aerial photos of more sharks than there are people, and they're not bothering, they're not biting you intentionally. You might, if you step on one, they might reach around and grab you. And they're just small sand sharks, but they do have sharp teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, they have sharp teeth. And, being the age we are, we watched Jaws, in
Yeah.
our early teens, and then
Yeah.
it became like a thing to do, which is to go shark fishing. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of shark
They did
population
that.
is just starting to rebound from the decimation that occurred. I mean, it was just kill, 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 and they're a part of our, life cycle. And
Yeah, you're probably right there. I mean, we're seeing more and more sharks on both sides of the country, you know, and also here in Hawaii. And I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, telling her that my theory was, you know, they don't hunt seals or turtles or, you know, any of those animals anymore either. And so they're coming back, and the sharks are coming in, and the cycle is right there in front of us. Yeah.
well, it's got to settle itself out, right? As everything fills out. No one knows what it was before man came by and messed everything up. But
Yeah, that could be
it
true
doesn't
too.
help that everybody's got a camera and wants to
Uh,
get pictures of them standing like the people in Yellowstone with the buffaloes getting
yeah.
thrown over, which serves them right.
Since you have us both on the screen, I brought two skateboards with me today.
Oh, good.
We were talking about last time we were talking about where we started with I can't believe we actually skated on clay wheels.
Right. Those are
Right?
yours.
These are mine.
I
Yeah.
can't believe you actually held on to those.
No, 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 I wish. I wish. No, these have been gifted to me since then.
Okay.
This is not what I rode, no, but this is what we did ride back then
Oh,
on the
mine
street,
was a little
on
bit
the
older.
on the street, right? It's just a flat
Wait,
board.
you've got two different trucks on there, bro.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's, you know, I mean,
That's the way it goes.
cut us some slack.
No, I was looking at the bushings, and on one you've got two bushings,
And
but
this one, I believe, if you look, I think these wheels really did actually come off of skates, roller skates. I seems to ring a bell. And that truck, back to what you were just talking about, truck is a
single bushing.
what kind of truck was that? That was a oh my
Well,
gosh,
Chicago was the ones who made most
Chicago.
of them.
That's the one I was looking for. I think that's a Chicago truck.
Yeah, and that's got a single bushing. The other one's got a split bushing.
Yeah. Okay. You would think that the split bushing came after the single bushing, right?
Yes, definitely.
Wow, I didn't realize. So that single bushing is extremely
You're
maybe rare even.
50% harder.
I never really noticed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's we actually rode these on the street,
Yeah,
jumping.
really. And if the bearings came loose, then the
Yep.
balls went away and you walked home.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. You know what, Ed? Okay. Weird.
Should be 8 balls on each side.
The front, the rear, okay, maybe you can see this one. The rear wheels have the bearings you're talking about.
Yeah,
They're free bearings in there. Oh, there they are. See them?
the wheel.
Yeah.
You can see the balls. I can't hardly see
Yeah.
them.
Free bearings. The front wheels have encased bearings.
How in the world did you get? Now you've got something that might be more valuable than what you thought.
Wow, they're encased bearings that I've never, that it's a weird looking encased bearing. You can see the bearing, but it's actually got a sleeve around it too.
I
Anyhow,
wonder if somebody took that off and somehow machined it so they could put a full bearing in there.
this is
Because
so
I
cool.
can't believe those wheels ever came stock with sealed bearings. Because if so, then all of our history's wrong, right? I mean, how did those wheels? What's the name on the wheels? What does it say?
Voigt Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo.
Voigt. Yep. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh, I should do my homework ahead of time once in a while. So these front wheels, the Voigt Kalamazoo, they're different wheels than the ones on the back.
There you go.
Go. Okay. They're both from the early 70s, but the ones on the back are uh
Is it VOGHT? How do you spell it?
VOGT, no H. Oh, and the back wheels say roller derby. Roll Probably roller derby.
You
Roller
can't
derby.
even research VOGTE.
No, VOGT. VOGT. That's it.
Okay.
Kalamazoo. Another word, two words. Voigt. Kalamazoo. And then the other ones are roller derby. So those got to be darn. I'm guessing the front ones came off of roller skates. Well, both of them actually.
And those are so bad, no one even got a picture of them and put them on the internet. That is awesome.
And
Uh,
then and then today, back to the same board we've been seeing.
yeah,
Yeah, is my Elgato, and it's a full board. It's a big board.
you've
I'm
got glide slide on it.
Yeah, this one's got a Clyde slide. Yeah. And then the wide chucks and the softer wheel.
Those are
It's
big trucks, bro. What is the
it's
number? What's the
it's a stable board. I like stability. I need as much wheelchair factor as possible. Yeah. Thanks to Phil. Yeah.
yeah, the
Anyway, so
that is
so
that
what a
is
difference.
a
What a
big
difference.
boy.
Look.
So the
Yeah.
difference is 50 years in technology.
50 years. Yep. Yeah.
It's
Or
amazing.
more. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I found it kind of interesting too. I was like, wow, man, I actually rode these. It still baffles me. That's why I brought it. And
Yeah,
then
well, I mean, I think the most I rode my old skateboard, and I had the Chicago trucks, and oh, there you go.
and this one,
Power Paws or Road Riders?
remember we went through this era too, Ed. This was after the clay wheels came out with the early urethane wheels.
Did
There
those
they are,
are those
and
ball bearings?
that made the ride a lot smoother. No, these are sealed bearings,
Oh, steel. Okay.
sealed bearings.
So we skipped over urethane with loose ball bearings. That's okay.
Did urethane have loose ball bearings?
The
Oh yeah,
Cadillac wheels that came on Bain did. I don't know
and I
how
do have
prevalent they
those.
were.
That's right. I have a couple of those too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You know
just
what I recognized on this one, Ed, was this rubber pad. Remember these old hard rubber pads?
that's a big riser pad, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, there it is.
And what's the is that's not a Wayne Brown. Who made that? Who's the
I don't know. This one
yeah.
doesn't have any markings, no markings. It's a pretty board.
Yeah, I mean it's got some Hawaii stoke to it. It's got some surf style.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks good.
cambered, it's beveled on the edges.
Yeah, come
It's
on. Somebody spent some time.
got a kick tail.
I
Yeah,
bet they've got a surfboard that looks very similar. Might have been a piece of old
well,
wood.
I mean, I remember this. We rode these skateboards. This one wasn't mine.
I remember Wayne Browns, but they were fiberglass. If you'd ride them with bare feet, you get
Itchy feet. Itchy.
yeah, it was nasty. It was terrible. But it was a kick. It had a kick turn on it. Because the banes were flat.
Yeah.
So that's kind of when I pulled the trigger to get back in, because I got a bane for Christmas. Oh, look. What? Where did you find that? Okay, that's true OG?
That's a original 1977. Yep.
Gee.
Clyde. Yeah. And that would go again in front of your back truck so you can whoop, not get hooked up. Yep.
Just had to have all your weight off of it for it to work. So you had to be fully committed.
Just have to, once you do it once or twice, you get the hang of it, just like without it. Yeah.
Dude, every contest, the sweat was pouring down your face.
It's Florida.
I know, but you would go for it though, and you made it.
Yeah.
I was like your buddy. Oh, okay. Shout out to Craig Schneider for writing and publishing this book.
Oh man,
Secret
just
History of
amazing.
the Ollie.
Just amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Let's give him a shout out. Absolutely.
For if you're out there, this is volume one, the 70s,
All
and
right.
primarily it's about Florida skating.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of good information in it, very well indexed, and
Oh,
and
look, there you
there we
go.
go. Is that Kelly?
Yeah. Kelly at St. Pete.
Clear. That's the Clearwater contest. But yeah, that book right there can solve a lot of that's Monty Nolder at Rainbow Wave. I mean, that's
Wow.
I mean, I was at most of these contests.
No, I bet you were.
It was an amazing time to be alive when you had a couple hundred people in the whole state of Florida, and we would only had real friends who skated that we would see every summer, but you didn't see them otherwise because you were going to school.
And there's what's his name? Rodney Jesse.
Ah,
Yeah. Spider Bowl.
oh, was he down to see us? So that's at Kona.
No, that was a Spider Bowl.
Oh,
Yeah.
they got
There
you are.
Oh my
There
God.
he is doing that's the
I'm just randomly picking here. That's the Clyde slide drop at St. Pete with Ben not looking.
yeah. You spotter.
Remember the
You're
story? The guy holding my hand told me, he says, I'm not going to look. Just tell me when to let go. Among some other stuff he said, trying to talk me out of it, but it was too late.
positive reinforcement there. You got this, man. You
But he
got
did
this.
let go. I was thinking about it after I talked to y'all about it a couple weeks ago. Good thing he let go, 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's that was a big hooting and hollering. At least you did it in the daytime, so you don't have to worry about um all the flash knobs going off, like that picture right there. Um no, you had to go back a little further, but that's okay. Um yeah, like that picture right there. So I taught Mike Fulmer that line.
Wow.
Did I tell you this already? Tell you this? So
No.
we were at this contest, and we were in practice, and everybody hung out, and then your turn, you would drop in and come in like where Kelly Lynn did on the 2 feet high with the coping, and then you would
Yeah.
come down, and if you were like me, and I was a local at Clearwater, that was the obvious line to come across the bowl or the half pipe, and then come and do a front side air off that glass. Fulmer
Yeah.
wasn't doing that, and then and so there's like 20 of us skating, and I look up, and I don't know Jim at the point, but Jim Goodrich was there, and I knew
Okay.
who he was. And he came to where that picture was taken. And there was nobody else over there, and he just kept looking down at the line. And I'm going through the lineup, and I'm thinking, he's waiting for me. So I would go in there and I would string a long wheeler out on that coping wall, and then come down and I did the fronts air off the glass.
Yeah.
And my equipment is not as special and pretty and clean as Fulmer's. Fulmer and Kelly are kind of related when it comes to style points, and having the
Good looking.
latest.
That's a good looking setup he's got there.
And
Yeah.
they're great skaters. And so I did that, and then I go back in line, and then Fulmer's there, and I go, man, you got to do this. And I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking. I told Mike Fulmer how to get in front of Jim Goodrich. Now,
Ah,
Mike Fulmer is sponsored by Sims, one of the three advertisers in the magazine, right? You had
yeah.
what? You had Sims, Kryptonics, and Powell, pretty
Yeah.
much. And
Yeah.
somehow Jim got me in the magazine. We're both in it,
All
so
right.
very lucky there.
Yeah.
There's me and George, where your right fingers are.
Oh yeah, look at that. What the heck are y'all doing?
Where I would been at college. I came back and we were like having a picture made of us messing around.
Yeah.
That's
That's cool.
Drew
That's
Street
cool.
in the background.
Yeah.
So that's Highway 19 back there. Those were the
I know
days.
I don't sorry to put this book in front of y'all's face, but I got a real kick out of it looking at it this morning. I sat down for probably an hour and a half looking at this book.
It's
Yeah.
a good read too. I mean, he did a lot of research.
Who's that guy with doing the invert?
Let me see. I can't. What? God, I don't know. But he's got a nice looking
Looks like you or
board.
George to me. That's Monty. That's Monty.
Monty
Monty.
Noller.
Yeah.
There you go. I was
Yeah.
really good till Monty moved up there. Then I wasn't so good anymore. Monty was amazing.
Right on, Craig Snyder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check it out. Check out the Ollie book.
Yeah.
It's worth to have it as a whatever you call it, a coffee table book.
Yeah.
It's got
That's
some great
great.
stuff in it.
Really does. I mean, it seems to me he's a little bit ahead of his time. Yeah. Craig Snyder
Oh
on
yeah.
the quality of the book. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I mean he
picture,
had to produce a lot of it himself, and
well, the write-ups, the pictures and the write-ups, it's like,
he was at my house for like 3 days. I just gave him all my pictures, and a bunch of my stuff is in there, but it's like whatever you want. I wanted him to have full access. It's not Bruce Walker's stash. It's not, but I skated every day with Rodney Mullen. So there's a couple of weird pictures I have with Rodney.
I bumped
And
into some amazing pictures of Bruce Walker today too.
yeah,
Orton the Clyde slide, newer pictures. That guy, it's amazing.
yeah, he did a lot. I didn't quite understand. I didn't understand why anybody wanted to give us free stuff or to pay us to do something, because my parents were not supportive of skateboarding. They
Mm.
weren't against it, but they wanted me to play baseball or golf.
Yep.
And
Yes, they all did. Yeah.
and so I couldn't believe that he was. I don't know. I didn't know him. He was from the other coast. That was a long way away. It was like an hour or two.
Yeah.
And
It's 4 hours, isn't it?
well,
On the
from
west,
Clearwater, definitely.
Clearwater to the East Coast is 4 hours.
Yeah, but I was in Gainesville a lot.
Oh, okay.
But this is just there wasn't when I was thinking if it's skateboarding against going surfing, the basin one, and then if it was going to skate somewhere, I don't want to go to. I didn't like Kona that much, and then there wasn't very many other parks that competed with the basin, so I'm like, forget it. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go here to my place, which was awesome. But
Yeah. Yeah.
no, man, this has been great. And what I'd like to do is make sure you have open invitation. And if we can definitely if we get Kelly to come on, I want you to be on. And anybody else that we get, that you have, a better relationship with from the get-go. You were there when, going through, like George watched me skate when I was terrible. I went to the basin and I came back, 6 months later, I was a different skater. And that's one of the fun things about this whole experience with Florida is that we went and saw everybody. And it was like, hey man, that guy's gotten good. And it was wonderful to see it. We were all supportive of everybody. I think there's a little bit different. Hello.
Look at this.
What do we got? It's not Tommy Cheech, is it?
Oh, it's AI.
It's AI.
And he has a Laker jersey on.
Oh, that's why she's showing it to you.
Oh,
Terry's a
okay.
Lakers fan. Lakers fan.
So
It's
is that what LeBron can do that now? Is that what?
Yeah, LeBron. Yeah. He quit basketball and he's gotten into skating. Yeah.
So who's Bronny gonna play for now?
Good question.
We
the
were
Kauai kids?
Right, I'll find out.
No, he's not gonna have a job anywhere.
LeBron playing for next season? Question mark.
No, Bronny.
Bronny. About Bronny.
Yeah, edit this part out.
LeBron.
That's his son.
LeBron's son. Gotcha.
So LeBron's with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Wow.
Bronny.
What about son Bronny? Question mark.
And I don't talk to my phone.
Bronny, let's see. Bronny is still with the Lakers. The Lakers guaranteed his contract for 26-27.
So how much is his contract? How much does he get paid?
How much is Bronny's contract?
Because they just pay him off and hire somebody else.
More than we get paid.
Well, you're right. It's more than we get paid. But I might even actually have some dinner. It's almost 9:00.
Yeah. No worries. Thanks again, Ed. Always love to.
Speaking of
too, real quick, you mentioned what to do next, and I what I really enjoyed was looking at a lot of different pictures. I thought it was kind of cool to be able to talk about others. So many skaters, and then someone to get on would be Charlie Gonzalez. That guy, he can talk. He's got
we got video of him trying to ride that big ramp.
Yeah, I saw that
terrible ramp. But so let's do this. Let me do a sign off. So Phil has something. He's about mad right now. Okay, everybody. Thank you for watching the 71st issue of the Skateboarding Bros Show with Clyde Rodgers coming to us all the way from Kauai. What's up, Clyde? And
all right.
Maybe we'll get Clyde Singleton, since you guys are friends now. Maybe we can have him on the show, and it'll be a wonderful time. So thanks for watching. Share, follow, like, do whatever all those buttons are, and let us know where you're at. Please put your comments up on YouTube, the Skateboarding Bros Show. Thanks to you.
Thanks for watching, you guys.
Ride with the legends under moonlight spark. A new business shredding the eternal skate park. Ride on, forever.
When darkness falls, Anubis, the ancient Egyptian guardian of the dead, drops into the most legendary skate park ever imagined. A silent cemetery where skateboarders of every generation rest in peace. As moonlight glides across weathered tombstones, he carves graceful lines through their eternal neighborhood. With every grind, every kickflip, and every cheer, the spirits awaken not to haunt, but to smile, remember, and ride once more beside Anubis.
Ride with the legends under moonlight spark. A new business shredding the eternal skate park. Ride on, forever.
You're watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Stories from the pioneers of skateboarding about the history and the fun of the sport we love.